Good morning, students. In this video lecture, we are going to discuss some more about speed, velocity, and a very new term, acceleration. So, in previous lecture, we had already discussed that speed is some distance with respect to time, change in distance with respect to time, while the velocity is some displacement change in displacement with respect to time. Now there is one more term, that is average speed. So average speed is the total distance traveled for an object in the question divided by the total elapsed time taken to travel the distance. So the speed, average speed, which we can represent it by S bar also, average speed is total distance with respect to total time taken or elapsed. Now, there is one more term which we are going to introduce here, is called acceleration. Acceleration. Acceleration is actually the change in velocity with respect to time. Change in velocity with respect to time. Which means acceleration, suppose if that suppose if this is a path and particle starts from here with initial velocity some and ends the motion at here. So if the initial velocity here is in this direction is u and the final velocity in this direction is here is v, and in reaching from v to from velocity u to v, it takes a time t. Then the acceleration a is change in velocity, that is v minus u upon t. So this is how we can define the acceleration. As we know that unit of velocity is meter per second, and here is a one more second in denominator, so the unit of acceleration is meter per second square. It is also a vector quantity, which means acceleration is always in certain direction. Okay, now acceleration can be happen in two ways. For example, for a time t, for a time t1, suppose your velocity is 20 meter per second. At time t2, your velocity is 40 meter per second. At time t3, your velocity is 60 meter per second. And suppose at time t4, your velocity is 80 meter per second. In next t5, your velocity is suppose 50 meter per second. At t6, this is 20 meter per second. Now you can understand that velocity is changing from t1 to t2 also, t2 to t3, t3 to t4, and again from t3 to t5 and t5 to t6. Velocity is constantly changing. But what is the difference? Antar kya hai? That here velocity is increasing. Velocity is in increasive order. It is in increasive. But in case of t5 to t6, velocity is in decreases, velocity in decreases. तो यहाँ पर इंक्रीमेंट हो रहा है, यहाँ पर इंक्रीमेंट हो रहा है, पर यहाँ पर T5 से T6 में डिक्रीमेंट हो रहा है. So retardation and acceleration, there are two different things. If velocity change is positive, if velocity change is positive, then it is called acceleration. Okay, but in case if velocity change is negative, is negative, then it is called negative acceleration, or simply retardation. So if u is the initial velocity and v is the final velocity, and if v is greater than u, then acceleration is positive. And if u is initial velocity, v is final velocity, and u is greater than v, only then acceleration is negative, which is called retardation. So this thing you have to understand very, very clearly, that acceleration can be happen in two ways, either positive or negative, and the negative category acceleration is called retardation. Now we are going to discuss some physical fundamental or basic numericals on the basis of this chapter, on the basis of speed, velocity, time, acceleration, and these some stuff. And before doing that thing, we will study some graphical representations also. Okay. Now suppose I have taken a graph and this is distance time graph. And in this case, suppose this is line is representing here. Now if you observe this graph, so in this graph time is increasing, but distance is not increasing. Whatever is the distance from the origin, it remains same, which means this type of graph is representing the rest motion or rest position. One more graph can represent the rest position. Suppose in case of distance, we take position time graph. Suppose we plot a position time graph. This is suppose position x and here is time. So, and in this case, suppose this is the curve line. So which means that position remains same and time is constantly increasing. So this type of graph is also representing the rest position or rest condition. Now I am taking another example. In previous lecture, I had already told you that velocity, that distance time graph give you the information related to speed, and displacement time graph will give you the information related to velocity. Now Suppose this is a distance and here is time, and this kind of graph is shown to you. Okay, now if there are so many points on this line, there can be so many points. Suppose I have taken this point, I have taken this point, and I have taken this point. So on the basis of these points, suppose this point is 1, this point is 2 and this point is 3. So corresponding to point 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 इन पॉइंट से corresponding अगर इस टाइम ग्राफ को हम देखें, suppose this time is t1, this time is t2 and this time is t3. Corresponding to t1, suppose this is distance d1, this one is distance d2 and this one is distance d3. So if d1 over t1, yani this ratio of d1 with respect to t1 and this ratio of d2 with respect to t2 and the ratio of d3 with respect to t3, if these all are constant, then we can say there's this type of curve is representing uniform motion. Uniform motion under uniform, under constant speed. Okay, so this is how the graphical representation can be done for rest position and or a motion. Now if I had another graph for the same, and this is distance, then this is time, and it is like this. So here you can see that very few time, in a very few seconds or in a very less time, the distance increases very rapidly, which means this type of graph is representing uh, increasive speed, or we can say the acceleration. Okay, this type of graph is representing the acceleration. On the other hand, if this is representing acceleration, or kaisa acceleration? Positive acceleration. And suppose this is t and there is d, and then suppose there is a increase, this type of graph is shown to you, which means as the time is less, this value is higher, and as the time is lower, the distance becomes less, which means this type of graph is representing to you negative acceleration, because the value of speed is decreases very rapidly. So this is called retardation curve. This is called retardation. So we can represent the distance and time graph, position and time graph, and instead of position time, we can draw the speed time and velocity time graph also. So for that, we will do another session. So keep connect with ourselves, do your study, and if you're first time on this channel, then please like, share and subscribe. Thank you, learners.